Hello and welcome, friends, to another draft here on Magic Arena. Playing some Avatar, quite a bit of it. We are within striking distance of Mythic, hoping to get there. Is this the draft that we do it with? Well, we opened some good cards, it looks like. Toph, she's quite good. I mean, obviously, just getting to Metal Bend every turn is quite nice. Um, some artifacts, I mean, you have like the Water Skin and the Blasting Jelly. Both of those, I think, are good cards on their own. Well, the Blasting Jelly a lot better, but Toph Earthbending 2 a turn is nice. And Zuko is, what is he? So he does not trigger anything on his own, right? Am I crazy? So Firebending 2, yeah, that doesn't seem great. At the uncommon level, I really like Longfang. Twin Blades also steals games. And then commons, kind of the cadet sold out journey. Those are like the three that I'm looking at, but I'll take Toph. And hopefully that's what we get to do. And wow, we got past Iroh Grand Lotus. This card is beyond insane. 5 mana, 5/5, firebending 2, and then you get to flashback your lesson cards. And yeah, it's crazy. Longfang also very good. I do like Meteor Sword. Compassionate Healer, I was pretty high on this card right away, but there's just a lot of 3 toughness creatures, and that doesn't go a long way of competing with those. I'm certainly going to take the Iroh, but yeah, what do we got? 5 mana, 4/5 flyer. When a player casts an instant that targets only that creature, that player copies that spell for each other creature they control that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those. Oh, so this is like, this would kill a thing. That's kind of spicy. I mean, at its core, it's a 5 mana, 4/5 flyer. And it's competing with a lightning strike. It's a guest card, so I'm gonna take it because maybe it'll be fun. And now we have an Azula, black, black, blue 2, and I think that ends up being quite good. I mean, I could just keep taking rare after rare after rare, and you know what? I'm gonna do that, and you can't stop me. Cabbage Merchant is a way to cast some of these things. Maybe finding an open lane in like black red. That's kind of lame. I think we're gonna take the Merchant. See what happens. Okay, I still don't even know what this does exactly. I gotta do some more digging for that. Hama. The card is quite strong. I do like Cave of Two Lovers. The card I think is pretty good too. But, just gonna keep taking the card that I think is the best card in the pack, and hopefully we get some fixing, make it work. Flashing back in It'll Quench Ya is not a combo with Iroh, notably. I take a waterbending lesson. I mean, we have 2 really good blue cards at the moment. It is a lesson for Iroh. Would be very good to curve into that said, the best card, if we're talking like strictly best card, I do like the Pox Bears quite a bit. I think this card pulls its weight quite nicely. But we're here for the memes. He says after taking Spring of Renewal, that's what I got picked. But he says that after saying I'm 1 pip from Mythic. Well, why not just take a bunch of Mythics and Rares and all the colors? And to that I say, if I'm going to make it to Mythic, it's gonna be this way or no way at all. Yeah, well, I mean, kind of crazy that the Twin Blade is in the pack. Maybe it's slept on. Maybe people found out it's not very good. I don't. I think it's good. Um, I actually think I want to take the boomerang lesson here. Is that crazy? It's a lesson. It would be good to bounce. Yeah. So okay, imagine I have this guy. Sorry, let's think about this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna take the land, but we're gonna start trying to think on how this works. If I have this creature and like let's say 2/2, and they have 2 creatures that are 2/2s, and they kill spell my mirroring dragon, they kill their creatures because it probably would kill both of them. Lowen Lee, this is a noble, and that is also a noble. I'm gonna just take the bounce. Now there's a Lost Days versus a Haiku. I still don't think this is good. I've got a lot of expensive stuff, and I think being able to cast this for 1 mana would be very nice. I don't really see myself playing any of these. I guess maybe it's the Land Cycler. Badger Mole Cub. That card's quite good. Otherwise, a Lightning Strike, a Downfall. Hmm. Let's just try to organize this a little bit. I mean, we're very blue-green, splashing for everything else, maybe. Undecided, but the Cabbage Merchant and the Cycle seem good. I mean, this is kind of what I did last draft, too. I just picked a bunch of things that add mana, slow the game down, and then it worked. So who knows? Maybe that won't work this time. Let's see here. Zhong Zhong, casting, copied, boomerang, kind of cute. Is that better than a Realm of Ko, a Path to Redemption, a Meteor Sword? I mean, you don't really get to copy it with anything. Zhong Zhong is nice. Yeah, I think I'll take him. Ty Lee versus Toph. Well, now I'm glad I took that. I would be happy to play Uncle Iroh, but here I think we take Toph. Number 2, that is. This pack has the production, which is I think a good card. At the very least, it has its moments where it's a lot better. Pulling out our creature curve versus everything else. I guess he's a 6-mana creature, and so is she. So this pack looks like I'm gonna be taking either the Cycle of Renewal or Amashu City. I think I'm gonna take the Renewal. The green-red duel is nice. I already have one of these, so I guess I'll take the Omashu. Okay. This pack has, I think, a weaker set of cards than the others, but I mean, Waterbending Lesson is still pretty good. 2-drop is nice. I don't have. Like, I think it would make sense to take the lesson here, but I'm not totally sure. And I think I do want to make sure I get at least a little bit more 2-drops, so I guess that was probably incorrect. I really like Abandoned Attachments, but Zuko's Conviction seems really strong in a deck. This too. Iroh does not say you need to only do it with lessons. So I'm taking the attachments. There's a lesson for Iroh versus Zuko's Conviction for all of my cards. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Now I can take. I mean, Lo and Lee would work well in the deck, I think, but I'm going to take the Abandoned Attachments. The Black-Red duel would have made sense too, I think. And I do want one of these, but I'm not going to pass up a black-green land. So now I can take the Wall of Sentries. I'm starting to think that this card is going to end up being stronger in this form of deck than others. I don't think I want either of those. I probably won't play the Haku, or Haiku, excuse me. This sort of deck might actually benefit from this more than the trap. Close. I'm going to take the trap. Very late production. I mean, maybe that card isn't as good as I think it is. I think the Boomerang actually plays out a little bit better than you think it does. Now we got Wan Shi Tong versus Spirit Revival. So this is like draw 7. If you do. Wow. 2 really good blue cards. I do think Wan Shi Tong is a really good card. Downfall wouldn't be bad, but not taking any of these over either of these. I mean, blue to just draw 7 is good. Wan Shitong, though, I think will end up being very good for me. We can take a second Azula. Cast a non-creature spell from your hand. Well, that doesn't really work for my deck. We'll take another Azula. Scratch that. I've changed my mind. We're going to take another Azula. You know, I don't even know if that's going to be very good here, but I think it's hilarious to do, so I'm going to take her. I don't really do much white, so that makes things simple. Well, I guess Toph is probably worth it, but basically we are green-red, or rather green-blue, splashing red, black, white. I can't say that seems like a wise decision, but it's my decision. Leaves from the vine, crashing so slow. Fragile tiny shells drifting from the foam. My goal is to just take as many rares as possible. Is that a good plan? Probably not, honestly. Honestly, like a Yu Yan Archer might be good, but we'll take the Omashu or the Kyoshi Village. I don't think I would do that if it was not green. Like, I wouldn't take a white-black land in that position. And here, I'm just going to take a blue-green land. The Secret of Bloodbending. Well, I did not get a single, a Blasting Jelly, which I think is kind of a critical card, so that's not great. But what can one do? We have 25 cards. We're gonna have to pull out some cards here. We ended up with 3 and 3, so I guess Iroh is not maybe. Well, Iroh's still probably gonna be pretty good. All of our spells are lessons. No, that's not true. We have 8 of each. I'm not gonna be playing any of these, I don't think. Maybe I play the Platypus Bear. That's a really late tail. For one or more flying creatures, so he counts himself versus Zuko's Conviction number 2. Honestly, we'll take the memes. I get to reanimate a Wan Tong. Honestly, probably worth it. Waterbending lesson versus black-green. I mean, green and black is a good overlap, so we'll take that. And, you know, I just kind of have to hope that we get there. Not a 0, but I probably don't want to play that. Double black just might be difficult, so, you know, who knows what this deck ends up. We just have a lot of rares. That's kind of what we got going on. So Zhong, I think he will be good enough in the deck. Plus, I'm playing red anyways, so we might as well. The Mirror Wing Dragon, is that good enough? Probably, but not by like a ton. Badger Mole Cub is just a 2/2 that makes the Earthbending land tap for 2. That is exactly what he does, and that's all he needs to do. Look at this cute thing, you know? Alright, so we've got 17 creatures. How good is Azula? Quite good. How good is Iroh? Quite good. But the second one, you know, that might be questionable. Ama, also quite good. Toph, quite good. Azula is good with instants, and we have 2 Zuko's Convictions. Could be very spicy. Could be quite spicy indeed. I think Zhong is on the weaker end of our cards. Like, if we just play that, we're not super excited. Same with Platypus Bear. I might just need him for the mana fixing, or rather the speed bump that he presents, but we might be using these Boomerang basics for that purpose. You know, I think I'm going to be playing the Convictions over the production, so we'll cut that, even though I do think it's a good card. And now we just need to figure out how to build a mana base. So total black sources, we have 3, 4, 5 black, and we have access to a Cycle of Renewal and a Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. You know, I did kind of take that pretty aggressively, but I did not, I think, end up getting there with it. So, bit of a shame, but I think it's okay. I'm not gonna cry. Um, the two swamps to get a second swamp for cycle of renewal. I think that's worth it. I think the most important thing is green and blue mana, and then the red and black mana, and the white mana will come after that. So let's see how that turns out. Yeah. You know, sometimes I ask myself why I put myself in such a challenge, and I have no answers. It's just who I am, I guess. So this red is good for Toph, Azula, off dragon, and the other dragon, Grand Lotus. So I think I like that. There's a risk that Ostrich Horse bins more than one of my red sources, and I turn off the Mirror Wing, but you know what? I think that's okay. And there's also the opportunity that, like, if I Badgermole Cub a mountain, it taps for 2 red, so that could be relevant. I don't think I want to go less than 2, but I think 2 is correct. That puts us at 16 lands, and I think it's got to be green for sure. In fact, I probably got to go less islands. I mean, Wan Shi Tong is going to be good, so we're going to be like hard pressed to go less than 2. So that's my first thoughts of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With Cub, Captives, Horse, Sentry, Toph early. I think since my mana fixing is in green, that's what I take. And that gives me 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 basics to get with Cycle of Renewal, which is enough. Now we just need to cut one more card, and I mean, eyeballing it, it's probably, it might be the second Iroh. I think Azula gets really good in duplicates, but Iroh, the second Iroh, is not as good. Even if I'd rather draw him more often, I think I'd rather just when I do draw him always be good versus just only good when I, you know. Anyways, if you like this chaos of a draft, which was probably gonna, scrub out right away, make sure to check out my video that I got coming up tomorrow or anything I've got posted before this. I'm trying to get a video out a day. Still getting into the swing of it and feeling things out. So any kind of feedback or advice you got, happy to hear all about it. Anyways, we are getting in there against our first mythic opponent, Lame for Fame. And pack one, pick one, or not pack one. Our opening hand is it can cast a spell. What more do you want? Yeah, I mean, I think I keep it, but I'm not obviously very excited about that. It's just it can cast a spell. The white would be good. I'm definitely just gonna play this 2-drop, but next turn, and also white mana is by far the least important. On the flip side, I could see an argument for laying a tapped land there, mostly because I have a lot of good 4-drops that I would like to preserve. I mean, why think ahead when you just draw untapped lands? Granted, Forest is not the ideal one, so we're hoping to draw, I guess, Spring of Renewal, or Cycle of Renewal, Cabbage Merchant, Cub, Boiling Rock Rioteer. That's going to be good versus Conviction. They have priority because they can exile card in my graveyard, and, well, without a way in sight to kill this guy, I think I'm probably going to just do that if they tap out for it, but obviously I won't if they don't, so. It's a pretty good card going 2-drop removal, going a rare land, the very good removal spell into the very good rider. I think it's quite nice. Clearly I don't want to give them my spell for free, so that too. I guess that also makes sense why they killed it with the Heartless Axe so aggressively when they had the 2/2 for the 3/3. Alright, they're stepping away for something. Okay, I guess we're good. A second Zuko's Fic Conviction, huh? keep them off my creature just for a little bit longer. I think in the end that's not going to matter too much, but I might have to revisit my blue sources. Yeah, I think the mistake is not enough islands. Oh, yeah, the ballistic's pretty good in it. It is pretty good. Yeah, well, can't say that I'm excited about the opportunity, but here we are. Train wrecking after train wreck. A literal trebuchet as well. Gonna take 5 here. Not ideal, but and so it goes. I mean, clearly we're not gonna block. At least next turn we can threaten activating it. Yeah, them getting the 1/1 is gonna be quite good. If I draw Hammer, no, that one doesn't do anything. There's an island. Fortunately, that might not, I guess, do enough at this point. Yeah. I think this go around I'm supposed to just chill, activate the captive, and then them hitting a land was clearly not ideal. Them attacking is probably not, does not bode well for me. But I don't think it matters. Could be an Azula, always lies. And do I believe in the deck and the mana base? I don't actually think I believe in the mana base. I think I made a pretty critical error. Did have it. Crazy. Okay. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Can't dwell in the past for too long. Oh, we're just super dead. So I'm going to go to 3 down to 1 here. That's obviously not very good. I guess what I could do is I could bounce the boomerang, or the 1/1. Land a chump the Boiling Rock right here. Sure. Yeah, we're just super dead. Dang. That against Zuko's conviction. Brutal. Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess. Quick look at this. Yeah, the 4 sources is a little light for double Wanshitong. Cycle of Renewal, the Cabbage Merchant, and the Cub, so maybe a source or 2 short, so I probably want to get 5, 6, 7 would be the minimum. So that's 8 sources. I think I'm okay with that, and I think, I mean, maybe we go down to just 1 swamp. Probably right. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, which is probably correct. Maybe the answer is not playing the Mirror Wind. You know, I think that'll be okay. We're gonna try it like that. Basically, go up on islands because our early game is a little bit heavier on the blue than I think I planned for. So this is a greedy mana base. I absolutely agree. But I was kind of picking up land fixing as heavily as I could. I passed one cycle of renewal up, and I do regret that. In fact, you look at it, and I just like, why am I even playing green? And that's a good question. I have no answers for that. Aside from, it's cool, okay? Well, I'm baited into the same line of thinking that I have a 2-drop that I can cast. Probably not super wise, but blue whites, it did not counterspell my first thing, so that makes me feel a bit better. The otter penguin. Um, I don't even know if I want to attack into that. Do I need green and white? And if so, I mean, I do have the Kyoshi village. That's why I'm thinking about discarding the island, or the plains, excuse me. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously that worked out backwards, but that's a little suspicious, I won't lie, but we shan't look gift horse in the mouth or something. Um, they got counter, I guess. Because they did not have it earlier. That's kind of my line of thinking. I mean, I do like the sentry. I do like the land. Even if forest doesn't help me cast Azula. No, it doesn't let me cast Azula. One swamp, and I kind of am good to do this. I think, given my lack of good sorceries in my hand, really down to discard that. I think they might have a draw spell. Nope, guess they don't. Skier bots. When she enters, create an ally, and then airbend creatures you control have base power and toughness X. Wait. Vigilance, creatures you control have base power and toughness. Activate during your turn. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I think given that, I'm just gonna block. Hmm. Well, I do get to play a sentry here. That does block that. Though, I mean, she can make this a 5/5, 6/6. Just kidding, huh? Man, this is a crazy rare. This is a crazy rare indeed. I mean, Wan Shitong is pretty good, but we're just super dead here. Wow, that's a crazy card. It did not need much, and I think I'm glad I blocked the way I did, but wow. Car is a beating. I think we're committed to our mistakes. We are absolutely committed to our mistakes at this point. Such is the life. We do have black mana. You know, I have a few black spells. I guess I have probably too many black spells to not play. We are playing against the Shrines deck, huh? And then this is the... Okay, yeah. The White Lotus hideouts. Cycle a Canyon Crawler. Wallop Sentry. They're doing fun stuff. You know, not casting a spell till turn 4 is not a particularly solid game plan, I admit. But you got to admit, I can almost cast one of my spells. Huh. It would almost be funny to discard an Azula here. I think the answer to that is exactly what I'm supposed to do. And then we discard another land, probably. And then I get to maybe Aang's Journey them. Well, second black is not unwelcomed. And I'm just going to cast this now to guarantee. Full on Reanimator, baby. Full on Reanimator. Fair enough. What do they got here? I mean, if they deal with it, they deal with it. Oh, that doesn't actually kill my Azula. I think I'd rather the Sentry resolve. Here we have black, black, we have blue, blue, we have green, green, we have white. We don't have double red, so we'll take the second red. If I bounce this, I draw a card, and then I discard a card. I think I'm fine with that. Next turn. Well, clearly we're both doing degenerate stuff. A creature or land. So this does not get a shrine, notably, but it does dig them to something good. What could be nice is I can, well, I mean, if they dug 8 cards and that was the best creature that they could get, I'm, like, quite content with that. Okay. So, get Iroh. That doesn't seem great. I think what I want to do... They can waterbend my 2/3. If I boomerang this, I cannot also... No, I still can. Yeah, I still can. Huh. I have time to think about this. You know, given what they've played, what I think I want to do is we're going to go Boomerang on their North Pole Patrol. And then we get to play second Azula. Then I get probably the land spell again. Yeah, well, we killed the Koi. I think that's good. Even better yet, we can get it back. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they're going to get to activate that and make it a big thing, but... Unclear if I have more basics. I can put the land on top of their library if I wanted to. I can reanimate an Azula. I think I'm fine to just go land, Koi, and Aang's Journey. I think I might have needed another blue or something. Yeah. I don't care if they trade any of this. It just doesn't matter. Like, I actually do. I think I've got a decent set of cards here. And if I win this, you know, it'll be silly. In all the best ways. Alright, we're 1 mana shy of being able to Lost Days plus Conviction. We'll make them Waterbend. I guess I probably should attack with both. You're going to do that and sack. Get a little bit of value for sure. Alright, I think I'm going to play the Captives here because I still have a good activation. And then I can also Lost Days something if I need to. Sabertooth Boostline. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is just shenanigans, is all I can really say. Hopefully this is the backbreaker. Alright, well, we did all of the things we wanted to do. Was that good? I think I am going to make that slight shift here. I'm going to go for the one more swap over that, and then it's questionable if I want to play another island. Let's think about this. Do I want to play this Kyoshi Village? I think the answer is no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, 8-ish, and then that, so go slightly up, we make an adjustment. We're playing 1 white spell in Toph with 1 white source. Is that good? 2 white sources, 3 white sources. I think I do play it, but we take a slower approach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Green. No, I just don't think I can. Okay. Well, we won't think about it. We're gonna hope for the best. All right. Yeah. Man, Katara is such a beating. I'm still hell up on that card. That card's just feels very strong is how I'm gonna phrase it. Alright, this time out of my opening hand, I can cast 2 spells. Ain't that a hoot. A menace creature, that's pretty good. Mountain does make Iroh a possibility. Fox Bearer. Well, I'm probably obliged to block it at this point. Can't do too much about it. Though, there's a world where I'm supposed to not. white-black kind of sack, maybe? I don't think I'm supposed to sign myself up to take a million damage. Are you kidding me? A freaking red, green, or green? Crazy. Well, if they can kill my Wallop Sentry, then that's very good. I kind of just get ran over. And then they get to eat it with the Eagle. Yeah, well, at least this stops them from going and attacking this turn, maybe? All right. This is a load-bearing Wallop Sentry, this is all I gotta say. Well, we're only gonna get a token, but we do at least get the Pox Bears from their graveyard. And now I can threaten the block. I mean, maybe that's good enough. We'll find out. I mean, I'm pretty sure I just get rid of... They get rid of their 1/1s. The tokens. If they get rid of the Inspector, that would be kind of spicy. They got rid of a court official, huh? I guess... You know, I don't dislike that. They're able to, mitigate that issue by drawing a card and playing their spells, but... Yeah, that's a good one. That is indeed a good one. On the flip side, the Wallop Sentry, when it dies, if I had a lesson, I gain some life, so by discarding the Boomerang tactics or basics, we're kind of in an okay spot. I don't think I really need either of these. I mean, I think with the second conviction, maybe I'm okay to not do that, but I will say this is kind of a lot of value. Just play the second Azula. Yeah, it's a tough one. Hopefully my overall card quality can come through. Crunching my Azula makes a lot of sense. Crack it, draw a card, maybe get their interaction before this guy blocks and eats, but clearly that's the block. Okay. Their nonsense is out of the way. There's nothing in my graveyard at the moment. I think I just get to play a couple dudes here. We could chill. Maybe I should attack. Maybe I should attack, you know. Alright, Cabbage Merchant was a pretty good draw. Yeah, I mean, there's really just no way. I don't really want to trade my... Well... I'm kind of fine with whatever outcome they have here. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to give them the clue with the Callus Inspector. Instead, I'm going to reanimate my Azula to make sure I get their Raven Eagle. So I mean, if I can cast Azula enough times, we'll win. All right, the game plan is this Azula is broken, and I should support her as the queen she is. All right. You know what? If Azula gets me to Mythic, she gets me to Mythic. This has our favorite 2-drop and blue mana, and a little bit of red. You know, we'll see. There's a good chance I will be boomeranging my own captive after attacking to draw an extra card, but we'll see. Opponent took a mulligan, and you know what? If that's how I got to get to Mythic, we're not gonna ask any more questions. Ooh, actually, Cabbage Merchant is pretty legit here. These are both actually kind of decent. I mean, I could just go with the captives this turn, and then next turn I get to go Merchant plus Bounce or something. Yeah, I can kind of do that same play next turn. I do kind of want to guarantee the card out of it. If they got removal, they got removal. They killed a Cabbage Merchant. I'll say my favorite part about this deck, or card, is that it gets itself back. Okay, black, green. Problem is, I still don't know what color I want. I mean, I could just go, you know, that, but... Okay. This gets a mountain, and then Earth Bends. So here, maybe I want to kill this. I don't really have a great way of dealing with it otherwise. Can I do this with the basics here? Does that work? Oh, so if I actually get this guy back in my hand and play it, I can maybe get two things? Sorry, I think that's how that works. This would be triggered twice, and then it would be fine. So I'm going to try that out. I think that'll work. We're going to go to combat. Attack for 2. Trade off it with the 2/1/1s if they want. If they don't, that's okay too. I mean, that's what we're going to go for. And I'm going to play this before that in case I hit a tap land. And the worst outcome being I only get one land, it's still fine. Alright, if they kill my Cabbage Merchant here, you got me, you killed a merchant. The cycle of renewal makes me feel a little better about the situation. Jets? Oh, depression. My greed. My utter greed. Alright, well I probably have to be a little careful here now. They're earthbending 3. Hmm. I guess fair enough. I probably just want to kill the flyer now at this point. The flyer, plan to block jet maybe, or one of the tokens, and then I get to cycle or Mirror Wing Dragon. I concede it was greedy, but I still concede that it was also fun. I think I do this. We have 1 blue and 1 black. My deck has... I have the time. I have a double black spell, so we take the swamp. Play the swamp, crack this on the flyer. And then we chill, because I want to get my max value out of my captives at this point. Plan to block the 3/3 that they get. You know, if they have a kill spell, they have a kill spell. I'm fairly content to... if they do kill the horse, I will block Jet with the captive. And if they just put the counters on the 1/1s, like, that's fine. If they put it on the 3/3, I just... obviously, I lost days the 4/4 then. Yeah. Exile my 3/1, attack with 3/3. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe they want to attack with everything. I probably would take 7. I think that that's crazy. They are playing blue, but I do think I take the risk. They have it up at the moment. And maybe that's why they played it the way they have. They have something that they can get. Again, this could totally backfire, but we're going to just take our best shot here. Trying to snipe a card. Kind of figured. Alright, what's my best draw here? Can't say Island was, but I do go up to 11. And I do get to sacrifice, I guess, Forest here. It gets... Jeez, they have Lightning Strike. Yeah, I guess I'm just super dead. Oh, it's an attachment. Okay. I mean, that's still quite good, obviously, but, like, it means I'm not necessarily instantly dead. It just means we're mostly dead. Alright, well, I guess the Cabbage Merchant play was a little too cute. It is flavorful that being greedy with the Cabbage Merchant backfired. We were actually, I think, kind of close in this game. The big problem here is I could not play around it. And we're at 1. I mean, Toph makes a dude. Hawk is a dude. Yeah, that's all she wrote, kids. Dang. What exactly were they doing here? Not sure I saw the red. I guess Jets and the Cave of Two Lovers. So they were like red splashing the jailer? Not really sure I understand. It certainly kicked my butt, and I'm not sure I would knew what I was doing. Well, if you like watching a train wreck as much as this one, go ahead and follow along for the little journey we got going on here on YouTube. Hope you had a good time. I certainly had a time. You take care. I'll see you on the next one.